All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So I guess you can say this is breaking Jets news. I don't know. It's news that just came out regarding the New York Jets. By the way, I'm actually editing a video on Juju Smith-Schuster. That should be up later, hopefully sooner rather than later. But in any case, Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network is reporting that the San Francisco 49ers will not be trading for quarterback Sam Darnold. Is this a problem? Not in the least, right? Not in the least. If this was the Washington football team coming out and saying, yeah, we're not interested in Darnold, I would be worried. If this was the Chicago Bears coming out and saying, we're not interested in Sam Darnold at all, I would be a little bit worried. Those, for me, are the top two teams left that can possibly, or I would say that the front runners for Sam Darnold at this point. Indy got Carson Wentz. Pittsburgh, I don't really know what's happening with them. Ben's coming back. They brought in Dwayne Haskins. I never really felt like San Francisco was like serious, like dead serious about making a quarterback change or moving off of Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, we've heard rumors that like they want to get rid of his contract. They're sick of the injuries and, you know, the lack of mobility post ACL injury and whatnot. But I felt like they would have been in the Matthew Stafford trade market. I felt like they would have been in the Deshaun Watson trade market. I felt like they would have been in the Carson Wentz trade market. And even with Sam Darnold, we've heard nothing. We've heard nothing at all linking the two. I just never really felt like San Francisco was truly 1,000% bought in with Darnold. And, you know, now news comes out that they will not be trading for Sam Darnold. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the Jets want to hang on to him. From recent reports from Adam Schefter, he's been saying that the Jets have had multiple offers. He believes the Jets could warrant a first-round pick in return for Darnold. So I feel like at this point in time, everything is up in the air. Like, you know, as far as trade compensation, where he can land. There's so many teams out there that need a quarterback or have a need for a younger quarterback to develop. Even throw teams like the Carolina Panthers into the mix. Atlanta, if they don't go with a quarterback at 4. Or maybe they trade for Darnold and then they say, okay, well, now we can trade back. Now we can accumulate more picks for the future. Or we can go best player available because we already have a young quarterback that can sit on the bench under Matt Ryan for a year. So there's a ton of different teams out there. Trying to think of others. Possibly the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how sold they are on Jalen Hurts as we stand right now. Who knows? But bottom line is this. Ian Rappaport, according to him, the 49ers will not be trading for Sam Darnold. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. Because, again, I think the two teams, Chicago Bears, Washington football team, Bears football team, those two. And, of course, we're hearing, trade speculation with Russell Wilson now in Chicago and all of these different things. And I know Bears fans are getting really excited about that. So we'll see what happens. But I know that the Jets, Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, Mike LaFleur, they're doing their due diligence. I believe they're going to make the best decision. I personally, if I was running the Jets, I would move on. I would be drafting Zach Wilson at spot number 2. We'll see what they do. But I feel like with all of the knowledge in that room, with all of the financial resources, with all of the draft resources, and with having a identity on offense, knowing, okay, well, we have so many different options, including guys like Deshaun Watson from Houston, they will make the best decision for the team moving forward. It could be in the long term, it could be in the short term, who knows? But I feel like at the end of the day, I am going to be trusting their decision, whatever decision that they come to. I personally would go with Wilson, but we'll see what happens. So San Francisco, they're not going to be traded for Darnold. We'll see where he lands if he does, in fact, get traded. But I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.